Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus. WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of sky cams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Look at this, Chase. Guys, look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together we're Mississippi Strong. Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
Hello, everyone, and happy 4th of July once again. I'm meteorologist Annea Scales here this afternoon, and I am going to be flying solo right now because our chief meteorologist, Dave Roberts, he's off, relaxing, enjoying the holiday, and our meteorologist, Elise Ushman, while she is here, she's going to be doing the evening show. So tonight at 10 o'clock, you're going to be watching her, but she also has pets, and we're going to have fireworks going off all over the city. So she's going to check on them really quickly. And I'm going to give you guys the forecast for this evening. So thankfully, we have been seeing beautiful conditions outside today. It's been pretty dry, pretty warm as well. And we're going to continue to see the warm conditions heading into next week. But we're going to be less dry, having more showers moving into the forecast. Rain is going to be increasing. But for now, look outside Ridgeland, beautiful conditions. This is what we're seeing across central Mississippi as well. Temperatures in those lower 90s still, but a few spots finally starting to drop back in those upper 80s as we approach sunset within the next couple of hours. Right now it's 92 degrees though here in Jackson, lots of sunshine, so a beautiful day. But of course, as we approach the evening hours, we're going to drop back into those 80s, seeing those temperatures even in the mid 70s, lower 70s by the time we wake up. So the fireworks show forecast is looking gorgeous out there. We're going to be in the lower 80s around 9 o'clock, the time many people are going to start lighting the fireworks off, expecting dry conditions as well. So 4th of July is going to end. Very nice weather for your holiday. The holiday weekend also looking to be pretty clear. Isolated chances for showers and storms, but that gradually increasing towards the end of the weekend and start of our next work week. So we can time that out here on our hour-by-hour forecast. Friday evening, of course, looking clear. Going to be beautiful conditions for your fireworks shows. But then waking up tomorrow morning, still seeing those partly cloudy skies. Lots of sunshine for your Saturday. Then about towards the afternoon, we see another chance for isolated showers. Very brief, very light rainfall, if any. Most of us staying dry, but the greater chance of rain south of I-20 closer to the coast, although most of us not going to be seeing any rain. And then we once again clear up overnight after sunset. Sunday morning also starting off with calm conditions, but then towards the afternoon, that's when we expect to see some more scattered showers and storms a little bit more widespread than earlier in the weekend. Rain chances increasing as we head towards the start of our next work week. This also as moisture is increasing. So today our dew points are actually in the mid to upper 60s as opposed to the 70s. So felt comfortable outside. It's going to be very similar tomorrow. You can see less humid conditions on our moisture tracker. Unfortunately, though, that doesn't last too long. It's been feeling pretty good outside. Not going to be the case, though, heading into our next work week. So Monday, especially into our Tuesday, moisture surges back in the area. Those dew points increasing once again. And that is going to be noticeable not only in the heat index values, but the rain chances. With that increase in moisture, increased potential for rain, we're expecting more widespread showers heading into our Monday and Tuesday, even throughout the next work week. With that increasing humidity, we're going to have the increase in our heat index values as well. So it's going to be pretty warm this weekend. Of course, temperatures in those mid to upper 90s. Temperatures not changing too much into next week, but that increase in moisture actually bringing our heat index values into the mid to even upper 100s, approaching 110 possible in some spots next week. So it's going to be very warm. Unfortunately, it's going to feel more uncomfortable as we get more humidity next week. So definitely go ahead and enjoy this weekend as we are able to stay in those lower 100s to upper 90s with our heat index values, just like we did today. But of course, it's a holiday weekend. Many people may be traveling. So we're staying in those mid 90s here in Jackson. Very similar story across much of the Southeast. Down in New Orleans, a little bit more humid, but temperatures very similar, mid to lower 90s across the area. Also, if you're headed further north, the Memphis area, mid to lower 90s, very similar. But East Coast, that's the place that we are watching next. It's going to be cooler if you look over in Orlando, those upper 80s to lower 90s, and that's because increase in rainfall. In fact, they're seeing tropical-like conditions. So if we track those tropics, you can see we actually have our third tropical depression of the season in the Atlantic Basin, at least. We're looking at tropical depression number 3. That's right off the coast of Georgia right now. A lot of rain going on in parts of Florida, but we are expecting this to even potentially become a tropical storm over the next couple of days into the weekend. It's that system that we're tracking right to outside of the coastal Carolinas. So now South Carolina into North Carolina is where we're expecting this to make landfall in between the late hours of Saturday night to early Sunday morning. Unfortunately, they're going to be getting a lot of heavy rainfall, potentially tropical storm strength winds over in the coastal Carolinas as we head towards the end of this weekend. So if you're heading towards the East Coast, a lot of rain, a lot of rainfall. Here in central Mississippi, entirely different story. We're going to be seeing much more calm conditions. But once again, that's Tropical Depression 3 that we're tracking just off the East Coast over in the Atlantic, making landfall in the Carolinas, potentially as a tropical storm. But here in central Mississippi, first alert forecast, much more calm. We are going to be seeing mostly dry conditions over the weekend. Just to reiterate, storm chances increasing into our next week. There is the potential, especially as we get towards the end of the week, an isolated severe thunderstorm or two, as we could see some of these storms try to pack a little bit more of a punch, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible. But that's towards the end of our next week. Typical summertime conditions, nothing widespread as far as damage reports, just the typical afternoon pop-up storms. They have brief heavy rainfall, brief downbursts of some gusts. That's what we're seeing into the next week, and very humid once again. So that's pretty much the overview of what we're looking at. Get outside and enjoy this weekend forecast. It's going to be the nicest weather that we see pretty much for the next 10 days. After that, rain chances are going to kind of come back with a vengeance, a little bit more widespread showers and storms. I see we have a few comments out here. We have one from Susie. Happy 4th of July. Thank you. Happy 4th of July. I hope you're enjoying it. Thankfully, it's really beautiful outside, at least if you're in central Mississippi. We haven't seen showers today. We haven't seen any thunderstorms, and just lots of beautiful sunshine and less humidity. I'm really thankful for that. That's my favorite part about this 4th of July so far, besides the hot dogs that our anchor CJ was able to grill for us. So that was really nice. Elise brought a little bit of snacks too. We had a great little barbecue here between our shows. And we also have from Jody, someone also saying hello to someone else in the stream. Thank you for that as well. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your 4th of July evening. Stay safe out there as people start to let off those fireworks. It's going to be clear conditions outside, but still have to remember those safety tips. Very important to do that. And I hope you guys have a great day and a great weekend.